The immigration compliance team in Adelaide are planning an early morning operation.
Okay, so the primary targets are husband and wife, so they're a couple. So both of Thai descent, they arrived together, both as holders of student visas, and both ceased studying shortly after arriving. I guess the basic plan was to RV tomorrow morning at 4:30.
Thanks, Sarah.
Cheers, guys. Cheers.
Conducting the operation pre-dawn gives officers an element of surprise, plus the best chance to catch the persons of interest before they leave for work.
When we arrive at the property, we'll park a few houses back. Shannon and Nikki, if you can make your way and see if that front gate's open.
The operation can begin once the house is completely surrounded.
Let us know when you're in position.
Repositioning cordon.
Okay, you can turn the light on. Immigration, open up, please. Come on. Did you see that mobile light then?
Yeah?
Yeah, someone in here.
Yeah,
Now every second counts, as there's a chance the occupants could be trying to hide important documents or attempting to escape.
See if Shannon's got anything in there. Yeah, they're in there.
They're in there, the light's just gone off.
These two students have returned to Brisbane after visiting their families back home. And on their incoming passenger cards, they've ticked no to carrying any food. But an X-ray of their baggage tells a different story.
Why didn't you tell me you had food? I went through the baggage questions with you and asked you if you read these and you understood these and did you answer these and were these your bags? And I'm looking and you're saying no for food. So why didn't you tell me you had all these things? Hey?
I didn't read it through it very
You didn't
quickly.
read it? Okay, I'm going to get everything out and then what you're allowed to have I'm going to put back in, okay?
So, with a bag full of undeclared food, this passenger could be facing a fine. And her nervous friend watching on may well be in the same boat.
Read this one while I wait, mate, okay? These red dates are going to be out. And you're very lucky, only recently we were allowed to bring banana chips in. See, how can you forget to declare this amount? You can't
Because
really,
I
can
have
you?
another Chinese version, and I check it, and I think do another English one.
In the Chinese version it says any food.
Yeah.
In the English version it says any food.
But I just
This is
ticket.
any food. Well, you shouldn't do that.
I'm sorry.
Well, sorry doesn't help the fact that you're in a little bit of trouble.
At Sydney's International Mail Centre, Customs and Border Protection officers have discovered an unusual item that may need further investigation.
Michelle, have a look at this. It's like a jackhammer or something, is it? It's all obviously like heavy metal.
I don't know why it would have that inconsistency there.
See the shadowing here? Like it's lighter on the side, and then you get the darkness in the centre. Maybe we should have a look.
Okay.
I mean, it does say it's like a warranty job. They couldn't repair it, so we have decided to replace the whole unit.
The package seems to be legitimate, but officers Sue and Michelle need to be certain nothing illegal is inside the tool.
What is it, do you think?
It's an impact wrench.
Ah,
Is that
yes,
right?
that's what it says.
Looks like it's probably
In that
concealed
section.
within this section.
Okay.
Do you want me to do an itomizer first?
Okay,
And just
look, yeah, just swab it first and then, you know, we can go from there.
swap around this area.
In Brisbane, Customs and Border Protection officers have stopped this Englishman for a bag search. He says he intends to spend 12 months in Australia on a working holiday.
So what sort of things do you expect to see while you're in Brisbane, do you know?
Just nice weather. That's all I'm expecting at the minute, just nice weather.
Do you know much about Brisbane?
No, I've done a little bit of research, had a little bit look on Google Maps and all that. I know it's a little bit like London, but a bit smaller, and you've got a river, you've got like a big Ferris wheel, stuff like that.
And that's it? Have you been in contact with any narcotics or drugs over there? Never?
I've had a spliff in England, but...
How long ago?
Probably about a week ago, mate.
What did you take?
Just a spliff. Just a token spliff.
No cocaine or anything?
No.
So I'm not going to find anything if I swab your bag? It's not going to come back?
I had my bag swabbed at Heathrow as well.
There's no traces of marijuana in here or anything?
Not that when they swabbed it, no.
I know from you, so if you tell me now, we don't mind if you use it. It's just as long as you don't bring it in.
I've used it back in England, I'll admit that.
How often would you use it back in England, do you think?
Probably once in a blue moon.
Okay.
But as he continues the search, Officer Peter's surprised when he finds something that definitely shouldn't be there.
So what's this here, mate?
These Chinese red dates are out. They're prohibited on entry into the country. They're a high-risk item.
Quarantine makes all passengers well aware they need to declare any food they're carrying. But this passenger and her companion have failed to do so.
Just sometimes they change the rule, you know. Last time I can bring this and this into Australia. I don't know why this time I can't, you know.
You didn't let me know you had any food.
Yeah, that's a mistake.
So you said
so
no.
You need to. So I should pay for it, is that right?
You can't get mad with me when you've made the mistake, okay? I think she's a little bit upset now because she's obviously aware of what our requirements are, and now she's upset the fact that I've looked in her bags and she's saying that she's brought these in before and they were okay. So obviously last time we looked at them, she was declaring.
If she had just declared her food, quarantine would take what's prohibited and release what's not, without any threat of a fine.
I have this.
Yeah.
I got this, I check it.
Well, you didn't check it because you didn't tell me you had food.
I forgot it, sorry about that.
You can't forget. So today you could be looking up to a fine of 110, 220, or maybe prosecution. That's when you go to court.
An X-ray of this impact wrench led Customs and Border Protection officers to believe there may be something illegal contained inside.
We've got a positive result with the itomiser, and that's a trace detector, so it shows us that there is probably some powder in the equipment somewhere.
And the only way to be certain is to open it up.
Okay.
Loosen up. Okay.
You've taken them.
Just ease it off. Oh. Gee, there's crystal everywhere.
Oops.
I'd say that's where it is, all in behind that plastic covering. Yeah, it's just leaking everywhere.
I don't think you should do any more. I think that the concealment's in there, and it's taking up that whole space.
Yeah, I'd say so, going by the
750
image.
grams or something, and we've got enough here to just do some more testing with the powder that's there.
Our next step is to confirm exactly what that powder is. The itomiser has said that it's methamphetamine, so we're thinking, yep, that's what it is. And the NIC test will confirm exactly what the contents are.
So just going to do a NIC test on a small amount of the crystals.
Immigration compliance officers have just made an early morning wake-up call to a Thai couple who have been working illegally for the past 3 years.
Immigration, open up, please.
But the residents seem reluctant to open the door to the officers.
Yeah, they're in there.
They're in there, the light's just gone off.
Yeah, they just turned it off. There was a mobile light here too.
Right, immigration.
Immigration, open up, please.
Come on.
Come on.
Officers are concerned they could be attempting to destroy identification documents or be preparing to make an escape.
Please come to the front door.
So
Morning,
we've
sir.
got a search warrant. So how many people were at the property?
Two?
Two? Yep,
Okay.
we're coming in.
A phone interpreter will now be used to help verify their identities and their immigration status.
Yeah, we've just got 2 Thai nationals here that we've located in a property, and I just need to explain to them why we're here and what's going to happen next.
Do either of you hold a visa to be in Australia?
No.
As the couple's house is searched for any documents that could help build a case to identify and prosecute their employer, an officer notes evidence that there may be another resident living in the house.
Okay, the problem was when I got here today, that bed was still warm. Can you please ask this gentleman who sleeps in this room here?
Now there's concern that someone may be hiding somewhere in the house.
So where is that person?
You're not happy.
I am.
I can give you a complaints form if you like, if you think I've done something
Thank
wrong
you.
today. Would you like a complaints form?
This passenger may be facing a fine for not declaring a bag full of food. But before Chris can decide her penalty, he needs to search her friends' bags as well.
Wow. You like your cookies, man?
Yeah,
hey?
that's from my mother.
Now, did your mum put all this stuff in here?
Yes.
Yeah, well, you need to tell your mum the next time she does it without telling you, so you declare that you can be in big trouble. The worst thing you can do in Australia is not declare as you come through.
Sorry about that.
Fortunately for this passenger, he has no prohibited items and is let off with a warning. But his friend may not be so lucky.
Mate, I got 2.4 kilo of Chinese red date, and she's got a whole big bag of food that was non-declared.
Yeah, we're definitely in a queen.
After speaking with his supervisor, her fate has been decided.
$110 fine today, okay? Do you understand why you're getting the fine, though?
Yes.
All in all, it's a good cause for us. We've stopped the prohibited goods from coming in, and also hopefully we've re-educated them on what the requirements are on entry into Australia.
Officers have discovered this crude concealment, which they believe contains some form of illegal narcotic. An initial drug swab tested positive for traces of methamphetamine.
She's going to do a nick test on a small amount of the crystals.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Perfect colour.
Okay.
And that confirms that it's methamphetamine. So we're probably thinking, what, somewhere between 750 grams and a kilo of
Yep,
methamphetamine?
I think so.
The wrench will be repackaged and passed on to the Australian Federal Police for further investigation.
I don't think it's a very sophisticated concealment. It's a
I
bit
agree.
slap happy. So I think that's what they were hoping, that it's this big machine and it'll just go through and no one will take any notice.
The problem was when I got here today, that bed was still warm. So where is that person?
An immigration compliance team suspects there could be a third person living with a couple who have overstayed their visas.
I don't know because we just live here, the two of us, and you surrounding us. I don't know.
Officers conduct a thorough search of the house.
There's no evidence that the person is hiding in the premise anywhere, and there was no opportunity for them to escape prior, so I think it's safe to assume that he's gone to work. It's a lucky day.
But it's the officers who get a lucky break when they discover the missing person's passport. Now, the couple's identity has also been established.
What I'd like to do is for you to come back to our office to discuss what your options will be. When they come back to the office, they will be in immigration detention with us, so they won't be free to go anywhere for now.
They are now given time to pack a bag each, but most of their belongings will need to be left behind.
Just in the back seat, mate. Make sure you put your seatbelt on.
What's your back, Shannon?
That's it.
Everyone's got everything else.
In the back seat.
After arriving in Australia to begin a working holiday, Customs and Border Protection officers have discovered a small package in this man's backpack.
So what's this here, mate?
I'm not too sure. It does look like cannabis. I'm not going to lie to you.
You don't know?
No, it looks like cannabis, but I can honestly say I didn't put it in there in the intention to bring it into Australia.
No. Don't worry about the intention, but it's best if you can tell me straight.
Oh, mate, I'll be completely honest with you. This is I've invested a lot of money to get here and do this, so for a little bit of cannabis, I'll come straight up with it.
All right. Well, we'll have a look. So were you aware it was there?
No, honestly, you can see how small that is.
When I asked you, did you pack your bags and were you aware of the contents?
Yes.
You're pretty sure you knew it was?
Yeah.
All right.
I went through my bag the day before I left.
Okay.
Officers will need to swab the package to determine exactly what is inside.
Goodness, it's well wrapped up.
Is that how you'd normally have your marijuana? Would it be wrapped like that?
No, it would normally come in a little baggie. In the week before I come here, I purposely didn't buy any cannabis.
All right.
Because I know about the swabs and the drugs and all that. I know about all that.
All right.
So that's when, it's more shock than anything.
Here we go. You can see that now that I've managed to cut into it, we've got a substance of some sort there. So I'll just take a little swab off that. There we go. Okay. All right.
In the back seat, mate.
A Thai husband and wife have been caught overstaying their visas by 3 years and have now been brought back to the immigration head office for further questioning.
It is very important that you answer these questions accurately and honestly, as the answers you give me will assist the department.
How much money do you have here in Australia?
มีเงินอยู่ในออสเตรเลียเท่าไหร่
10,000.
10,000 Australian?
Yeah,
Together?
together.
Is that in your bank account?
No, not bank.
Cash?
My boss.
Your boss give back to
He
you?
not pay me.
People who work illegally don't have any work rights, and in this case, the couple may have been ripped off by their employer.
It appears that the time they've been working, they haven't actually been paid any of their wages, and the clients are claiming they're owed $10,000 for unpaid wages from the employer, and that they'd been threatened by the employer that if they went to seek the money, they would be turned into immigration. It's certainly not the first time I've seen this type of thing happen in the community.
Immigration has made a decision on the couple's case.
I reasonably suspect that you are an unlawful non-citizen. That is someone who does not hold a visa to remain in Australia.
This passenger intends to spend the next 12 months in Australia, but a small package found in his backpack is being tested for marijuana.
You can start to see the colour separation now, so... Yep, so that's marijuana.
So this, what is this that we've located here, sir?
It smells and looks like cannabis.
Yeah. Were you aware of putting that in your bag?
I was not aware of putting that in my bag. I wouldn't risk that, to be fair. I really wouldn't risk it, especially for that amount. It's ridiculous.
So since that's been located in your bag, we're concerned you might have other...
Okay, yeah. Honestly, he's done my search. You can search me, you can strip search me if you really want to. I've got nothing on me, I promise you that.
A swab is taken from his luggage, and a frisk search is conducted to make sure he is not carrying any other illicit substances.
Bag's fine.
While nothing is found in his bags or on his body, there is still the matter of the marijuana found in his backpack.
It's in the order of 0.5 gram, so it's a small amount, but regardless of the amount, it's still a matter for referral to the AFP. It's a controlled substance coming across the border, so it's not a matter of a little bit's okay. None can come across the border.
Like I said, I've put a lot of time and effort to get here, and to be sent home for something like that, I'll kick myself the rest of my life. I honestly would.
The Australian Federal Police interview the passenger and they decide to allow him to enter Australia. But he's not off the hook yet.
They just told me off. I've got to go court. I might get a couple of $100 fine. But that's what happens. Don't bring drugs into Australia.
At Melbourne International Airport, Customs and Border Protection officers are searching the luggage of 2 men returning from a holiday in Thailand.
Just a father and son. The father's actually got a partner over there, and so he went to visit his wife, and then the son came along later just for basically a quick holiday. And how many times have you been to Thailand?
He's been the first time. Yeah, first time for me.
Oh, really?
Been 16 times. Yeah, I normally come at least 2 or 3 times a year.
Now, have you had any trouble with any with customs in the past?
Yeah. I bought 10 tasers.
That's right. How long ago did you bring the stun guns in?
About 2 years ago, I think. Yeah, but I owned up straight away to them.
Yeah. And you haven't got anything like that in your bag, so?
No, you learn by your mistake, mate. You know?
Did you have an issue with Thai immigration when you were leaving?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I had them Stanley knives.
Yeah.
That was in my bag and I forgot to take it out.
Oh.
Yeah. Because that bag was going in the belly of the plane, and because we had too much weight. Yeah, that was my mistake. I didn't get it straight out.
Both men have a lot of luggage, and officers need to ensure they are not carrying any prohibited items.
Which purse?
Well, it's a gift, yeah. It's for wall mount picture. I've got friends over there, yeah.
Are you in a motorcycle club in Victoria?
No. Just a social club, yeah.
Okay.
Just a bunch of guys that get together and sort of have a ride, yeah.
A swab is taken from both passengers' suitcases to test if there are any traces of narcotics. It has just indicated a positive result for traces of heroin, so officers step up the search for prohibited items. A second swab test indicates another positive result.
Just came up with amphetamines. This was just on one of the fragrances, so see what happens.
While the passengers are unable to explain the reasons for the positive results, Officer Murray discovers something that could be another problem.
What is it? I don't even know, mate.
The incoming passenger card is a legal document and must be filled out correctly by all incoming passengers. Failure to do so can result in a hefty fine. Today, an X-ray indicates there may be organic material within some luggage belonging to this passenger.
We've got an Australian passenger coming from China, and he's not declared anything on his card. Here on the X-ray, we can see that there's organic material in his bag, on his second bag as well. Might just have a quick look at that bag and see what he's got. Hello.
How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah.
Have you anything to declare for us today?
No, not got any food.
Although the passenger states he has no food to declare, he's not happy that he's being inspected by quarantine.
Never tested because of no food, no nothing.
Everyone gets checked. It's the whole process.
What? What you mean? Somebody locked people.
Everybody. They're either going through that way or this way.
No, but that's why.
As Officer Christine conducts a thorough search of the man's bags, it's clear that he's in a bit of a rush to get home.
Okay, just wait 1 second, sir. Yeah, I'm doing the inspection. Okay, if you wait 1 second, sir, everyone has to do...
You've helped me, but no, you're not helping me. You want to take it.
Okay, everyone has to go through the process of customs and quarantine, sir.
No.
Okay, no, wait 1 second. I'm still doing the inspection. If you just stop, okay. I'm trying to explain to you what the process is. If you don't want to listen to me, that's fine. But don't ask me anymore. Okay.
Sydney's International Mail Centre is equipped with the latest technology to detect any mail that may contain illegal drugs. And working in conjunction with this sophisticated equipment is the detector dog unit.
The dog unit are an integral part of the postal operations. They run across all sorts of mail, all sorts of boxes, all sorts of packages, and they've had a strong reaction here to this package and gives us a good indicator to have a closer look of the many packages that are coming through, narrows it down for us.
This parcel sent from Argentina may not look that suspicious, but with a strong dog reaction, there's a real possibility it contains illegal drugs.
Glad floating toy.
Floating toy.
Kid's toy.
Yep, definitely inconsistent, look at that.
Those tubes are a bit inconsistent.
Yeah.
If it was a weight or something for a floating device to hold it down or something along those lines, it would probably be consistent and even.
And the dog's had a pretty strong reaction to it.
Yeah. There's a few indicators there. We'll open up and have a look.
Yep, okay.
The X-ray image has shown some inconsistencies, but are officers heading down the right path?
Oh, they're like sinker things. Well, there's definitely something in there. But...
There's powder in. Oh, there's something in there, isn't there?
A police drug detection dog team has just arrived for an operation at one of Australia's most remote airports at the tip of the Northern Territory after travelling over 700 kilometres from Katherine. This is an extremely tempting location for drug runners to smuggle contraband into the lucrative local communities.
There's flights coming in from Darwin, there's charter flights coming in, there's flights coming in from Cairns. So what we'll do is we'll screen as many arriving passengers and as much baggage as we can, and hopefully we'll intercept some drugs.
The officers run their dogs, Archie and Leo, past all the arriving passengers.
There you go, we're just screening for drugs with the drug detector dog here tonight.
Good boy. All the checked baggage on the carousel will also be assessed.
Can you walk in single file? We're just screening for drugs, you can keep walking, it's fine.
Yeah, find it. Good boy.
So far on this flight, everything looks clear. But then, as the last passengers enter the terminal, Leo reacts.
Good boy. Good boy. Hey, buddy. Can I just get this over here with me for a second, please? That dog's just given a positive indication. It's a drug detector dog. It's provided a positive indication that you've got some sort of narcotic on you. No worries. In that bag? No worries. All right, mate.
There is a good chance this man could be in serious trouble, as it was a very strong response from the detector dog.
Okay, you're in our custody at the moment. You're not free to leave, all right? Okay, it's coming.
Officers at Sydney's International Mail Facility are examining a suspicious package sent from Argentina.
So I think that's just sand, yeah?
There's a little bit of white there.
We might swab the whole lot, eh?
Yep, we'll give it a
see if
swab.
we've got any trace results on there.
Yes, there's definitely something in there.
It's come up, no alarm.
Now that one of the items has been eliminated, their focus will shift to an inflatable pool toy.
Feels like there might be something here, whether that's just extra padding.
Yeah, it's almost like a gel.
Gel or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we'd be expecting that with a inflatable toy. Might throw it through the X-ray.
Yep. Have a look at it.
See if it looks consistent with the rest of the toy, which I don't think it will. Okay. No, I don't think that's supposed to be there.
Quarantine has been called to the Customs and Border Protection bench to determine if some items belonging to this father and son are allowed into the country.
It's not something I'm trying to hide.
We don't even know what it is.
My missus gave it to me as a souvenir for good luck, apparently.
Is there any reason why you didn't declare it on the card?
I just didn't think you had to, no.
But you had no idea what it was?
No.
And you didn't ask her?
No, and no, she's always done it. Normally they give me
Okay. What does it look like to you?
Looks like a dried up bug.
What it looks like to me, with soil still attached to it.
Yeah, that's what it is, yeah. I didn't even realise it.
So you didn't think this would be a problem bringing it into the country?
At the end of the day, now I realise, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I need to go and check with my supervisor as to what we're going to do about that today.
While quarantine decide whether there will be any penalty for the two passengers, Customs and Border Protection officers complete their search of the rest of the men's belongings.
These look fine. Just sometimes you might get an inconsistency in the X-ray, but everything looks fine, you know.
And quarantine have made their decision.
All right, so you're very lucky today. You're not going to get a fine for bringing this into the country because the insect is actually dead. If this insect was alive today, you would find you could be prosecuted for bringing that into the country, okay?
Anyway, now with the lid on, if he was alive.
But
yeah, I know what you're saying.
the concern still is that you didn't declare, okay? You thought it might have been a plant. If it was a plant, you would need to mark it on there, okay? Yep. Because you can get fined for bringing plants into the country, bringing insects into the country, and especially when you haven't declared it. Obviously, you can't have these with you today. All right? Thank you.
Thank you.
And the third swab test is negative. Customs and Border Protection officers are satisfied that the passengers are not carrying anything of concern and they are free to go.
To exit, you're just going to head up this way and out to the left. Thank you.
A passenger has been taken into police custody after arriving off a flight at one of Australia's most remote airports.
Drug detector dogs just provided an indication on a fellow getting off the plane carrying this small rolling suitcase. Inside it, we've located what we believe is about 10 kilograms of kava.
Kava is a drink with anaesthetic properties, and it has been used in the South Pacific for thousands of years. But in Australia, it is illegal to be in possession of more than 2 kilograms.
Looks like we've got about 10 packages there of 1 kilogram each. It'll be broken up into small bags, freezer bags, tied off, of about 20 grams each, which typically sell for about $25 to $30.
I'm going to search this bag as well, Filipino.
The man admits he has more kava in his other bag.
My auntie was picking it.
So you don't know how much is in here? There's 4. At least 6, maybe a little bit more.
Maybe 6,
yeah.
You're under arrest, all right, for possession of a traffic quantity of kava. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is we have to take you back to the police station so we can discuss it.
I'm trying to explain to you what the process is. If you don't want to listen to me, that's fine.
This agitated passenger is facing a fine for not declaring pet food on his passenger card.
And I did ask you if you read and understood the question.
I know. This
and you
day
said yes.
I'm very bad. Because I argue a little bit, you take this one. You know, how much work are we? You take 150, I'm my father, I'm very sick.
That's irrelevant
Maybe
to the
next week I
situation,
go back
sir.
again,
That's irrelevant.
But you never care.
That's irrelevant, sir.
We have to do our job at home. You never care. I know you never care. You people doesn't take money, that's all.
Question 8 on the passenger card specifically mentions that pet food must be declared.
Any food, no
Yes.
food.
What would you say this is?
Oh yeah, you work here how long?
That's not
Because
necessary. It has
generally,
nothing to do with
this is for the fish.
Okay.
I don't know. I never think
All
if
right,
yes,
sir.
I take it.
Okay.
Because
All I ask-
nobody tell me.
Okay. First
Because
two
this
words.
plastic, that's all right. This is no food.
Okay.
Okay, I know.
Okay.
This is plastic.
What is this? What is this?
This fish.
Fish.
For the fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we say, I don't know, I never seen
Would it
this
be
one.
food for the fish?
Nah.
Is it food
If
for the
I
fish?
know, okay. If I know this one, nah.
asked you,
If you
sir.
want pack it, pack.
It's not a matter of
I
taking
don't
it or
know.
not,
I
sir.
don't know. I never know this
It's
one.
not
All
just
right.
a matter of taking it or not.
This is food or
Okay, you need to calm down.
Good boy.
At a remote airport in the top end, this man has been detained for smuggling 20 kilos of kava.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
The fellow that we've just arrested in relation to the Kava, we just learnt that he's got some checked baggage.
The man's checked luggage must now be scrutinised.
He's told us that he's bringing the Kava up to deliver it to a relative up here. He's been paid $500 for it, and he's travelling back to New South Wales tomorrow and off to New Zealand in a couple of days. Whether it's getting on-sold is another thing, but it's certainly a large amount for personal consumption. He's saying that this is a taro. He's been caught with kava in his bags. We have to check to make certain anyway. Yeah, it's not kava.
The rest of the man's luggage turns out to be taro, which is not a prohibited plant, but the kava is a different story.
He has 20 kilos on a conservative figure. You know, it's sold in 15 to 20 gram bags for up to $30. So, you know, even if at a conservative estimate, if you said $1 a gram, 20 kilos, 20 grams.
In Sydney, officers are mystified as to why there would be organic material concealed inside an inflatable pool toy.
They'd be expecting powder, cocaine.
It doesn't look like typical powder though, is it?
It could be a powder in a packed tightly in a bag, or and that's what's moving. You can see it's like folded in on itself.
Folded on itself, yeah.
Which isn't really consistent with powder.
The only way for officers to be sure about what they're dealing with is to cut open the plastic crocodile.
Oh, right.
It's different. It's sort of a spongy substance, and then it's got a liquid surrounding it.
There is powder in there, it's just...
You can see.
Yeah.
Once it gets separated, there's a bit of a powder residue in the corner.
Drug cartels are continually trying new techniques to get their drugs across the border. And this spongy liquid is something that Officer Kane has not seen before.
So we'll have to cut into this bag. There's a few different tests we can do, but we'll have to decide as we see the consistency when we open it what's the best way to go ahead.
First, they'll take a drug swab to get an indication of what narcotic it might be.
There it is, positive.
Come up for coke. When you couple that with the dog's reaction, it's starting to be a really good positive indicator that that's narcotic.
I never know this
It's
one,
not
all
just
right?
a matter of taking it or not.
This is food or
Okay, you need to
plastic?
calm down.
This passenger is upset that undeclared pet food has been found in his bag.
We don't ask you what you're going to use it for or when you're going to have it. All we ask is that if you're
Anything got
carrying
a reason.
food.
I know
yeah?
you got a reason.
Okay.
You upset me, I upset you.
I'm
Because
not
you
upset,
first-
sir.
You're
I'm
pissed.
not at all upset. No, I'm
because
not.
it's just me. I'm bad luck today.
Okay. No,
I
it
see
isn't.
you
It's
bad
not
luck
about
today.
luck.
A lot of people got bad luck.
Okay.
Because I got
well,
nothing.
I'm
I
here to
just
do a
this
job,
one.
sir. I'm here to do a job, and it's not about
If you
good
can't
luck
come
or bad
here,
luck.
nothing.
Okay, it's all
I know.
about.
You bullshit.
Sorry, you're going to have to mind your language. That's not necessary, and I don't appreciate it. So you really need to mind your language.
To defuse the situation, Officer Christine steps away from the bench and consults with her supervisor.
I've already expressed my non-appreciation of his language, and if he carries on any further, we're going to have to call the feds because that's just not necessary. Yeah, yes, please. But I'm okay for now. I can handle this, yeah.
Be quiet and listen to me. Okay, that officer now is quite upset, and we do not tolerate that. So you stand there quietly while she goes about her business. Otherwise, you will be talking to the federal police. Okay?
Molecules picking up.
Officers have discovered a mysterious concealment bound inside an inflatable crocodile. A swab test has returned a positive reading for traces of cocaine. But drugs in this form are new to Officer Kane, and he needs to be certain.
I think if we get a bit of whatever this is, the sponge, then we should be able to nick test it. It's gone blue.
Straight away.
See the sponges started to react. That's a really strong reaction.
Yeah, very strong.
Top layer of pink, bottom layer of blue. So that's a positive result.
The second test confirms it's cocaine, and the package will be passed on to the Australian Federal Police for further investigation.
It's definitely a pretty new concealment. It was a different form. Even when we're seeing it, we didn't know exactly what it was. When we see white powder from South America, we're thinking cocaine. When we see this, it's totally different, but the dogs were right onto it, so a fantastic result. It just shows that it's ever-changing, that we need to be continually up to date with changing trends of narcotic importations.
Okay, that officer now is quite upset, and we do not tolerate that.
This passenger is facing a fine for having a large amount of undeclared pet food in his luggage.
If this one only 3 bags, if I know 100%, I take it. You say if you say no, take away.
You gave me a moment before, sir. That's all I was trying to explain to you. It was really that simple. Unfortunately, though, this is food. You're carrying food, and you ticked the wrong box. Okay, so it's a $220 fine today.
So you know, you never get a chance for 250. You for easy. How much work your week?
Plenty of chance, sir. That's irrelevant.
I know you. Okay. I say I'm sorry.
I'm
you said before in the angry. All right.
Okay.
I say already. I say I'm sorry. And just a little bit angry. You just can take it. You must be hard. This one. You take this one. Feed everybody. Must be this one. I know this is your job.
I'm hearing you out, sir. Unfortunately, you broke the law.
No, don't break the law.
It's a $220 fine.
I know, but you got a mortgage.
That's irrelevant to the situation, sir. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant to the situation.
I'm not angry. Everybody say you supermarket before $50 one trolley. They are $5 one trolley. You think it's 250? How much is that? I know.
What did I say to you earlier? You settle down.
Yeah, I know. I'm wrong.
That's good. You settle down and just accept that you did the wrong
I'm
thing.
shut up.
Good. That's fine.
People doesn't care.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how the passenger carries on. We're here to prevent the introduction of pests and diseases into Australia, and that's what I'm here to do.
In Sydney, immigration officers have detained a man arriving from Los Angeles who has no credit card and only $50 cash for his 2.5-month stay.
Now, are you willing to participate in an interview with the Department of Immigration?
No, absolutely. Not kidding. Of course, yeah, yes.
Okay. To determine your eligibility for immigration clearance? So is that a yes?
Yes, that's a definite yes.
Okay. Eric, have you ever been known by any other names?
Yes, Rick Hayes.
Rick Hayes?
RICKHAZE1.
The passenger explains he spends his free time as an internet DJ in the US, and Rick Hayes is his broadcast name.
Okay, now Eric, can you tell me the reason why you've come to Australia today?
Yes, the main reason I came to Australia today is my mate said, dude, I'm shouting, you come over here this time.
Okay.
I've been 3 times before already, and then this team said, hey man, you come on over and have fun.
Unemployed in the US for almost a year, he says his Australian friend Shane has paid for his ticket and will be financially supporting him while he's in the country.
I am going to ask you one question. Now, do you have any criminal convictions?
Yeah, nothing serious. I mean, there's like, what do you call it, like a petty theft when I was a kid, stuff like that, But no, I have no felonies, nothing like that, 0.
Okay, because I've got information to believe you do.
No, I have no felony convictions.
Were you arrested at all back in 2009 for disorderly conduct?
2009. Where some you think? 2009 for disorderly conduct. I really have to think about this for a second. Give me 1 second. Where was I in 2009? 2009, so hold on one second, I gotta think. Well, okay, let's see, so 2000.
In Brisbane, Customs and Border Protection officers are questioning two men who say they live in the Philippines but have arrived from Papua New Guinea where they work.
Before you came to Brisbane, how long were you in Papua New Guinea for? This time?
This time is really 6 years.
6 years, so a long time. So that's where you work as a forest worker. And that's you as well? You work in...
Oh, I'm only about 2 years. 2 years. 2 years.
2 years.
No, 1 year and 10 months.
1 year and 10 months? Yeah. Okay. Is it the same company that you work for?
Same company.
Okay. Do you guys have anything in your pockets or on your body at all?
As Officer Brooks searches their belongings, the men reveal this is their first trip to Australia and they decided to come for a 3-day holiday after reading about Brisbane in a book.
What book have you been reading?
You forget this title.
Forget, okay. What sort of things are you going to want to see?
The beautiful place in
The beautiful places. Like what? What have you read about? Is there anything in particular?
No.
No? Just in general? It's going to see Brisbane?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we have limited time.
Limited time, yeah, the 3 days. Hey, so you live in the Philippines. Use any drugs? Any cocaine or heroin or marijuana? No?
A swab test of the older man's bags is carried out. Officers need to ensure that the men are not attempting to conceal any narcotics. At Sydney's container examination facility, Customs and Border Protection officers are examining a consignment arriving from Hong Kong.
What's the weight? About 38. 38. Okay.
The 3 doors are first weighed individually to see if there are any obvious discrepancies between them.
39. Heavier, that one's 42. 42. Bit heavier than the others, mate. We might have to do a closer look at it. Okay, we're going to x-ray them anyway.
An X-ray will hopefully explain why one of the doors is significantly heavier than the others.
Okay, let's go.
But Officer Chris believes there could be a legitimate reason.
It could be something as simple as all the locks for the doors inside one of the cartons.
And the X-ray of the first door suggests nothing untoward.
What you got there is more than likely the door jams, I'd imagine. Yeah, here, there'd be top and bottom frames, I'd imagine, and side frames of the doors. There's no lock in there, so maybe he was right. There could be locks all in the one box.
The second door looks identical to the first.
Oh, so that's okay. Don't see much problem with that at all. You right, Dave?
But when the third, heavier door is X-rayed, the image looks remarkably different to the others.
That's definitely not what you see normally in a door.
All right, think about this for a second. Give me 1 second.
Immigration officer Chamili has proof that Eric has a previous conviction in the US that he has not declared.
Were you arrested at all back in 2009 for disorderly conduct?
2009. For some you think. 2009 for disorderly conduct. 2009. It's. Yeah, I do. I remember like getting arrested and being brought to a police station and slept overnight and then got released.
But on the incoming passenger card, you failed to declare that?
Sorry, my bad. My bad. Can I have my initials here? Absolutely, my bad.
Officer Chamili's main concern is what the passengers' intentions are while in Australia.
Now, do you intend to find employment during your stay in Australia?
Nope.
While he denies it, she suspects that with no job in the US to go home to, Eric may in fact be here to find work through his onshore contact, Shane.
What I'm going to do now is I'm going to speak to Shane just to verify the information that
Thank
you
you.
provided me today,
Thank you.
and then I'll speak to my manager and my supervisor.
Thank you.
Okay?
Great. Thank you so much.
That's all right.
All right.
And while contact is made with his friend,
Shane, are you expecting anyone from overseas today?
in the interview room, Eric's mood has lifted.
All you lovely people, where do you all belong?
Customs and Border Protection officers are trying to determine why these two men have come to Australia for only a 3-day holiday. A swab has been taken from one of their bags.
Negative.
Officer Brooke has discovered documents which may suggest another reason for their trip.
So this is your visa and work information for Papua New Guinea. Why did you bring this to Australia? Got your resume on there. Why did you bring this on your holiday?
Me bring it for support. It some if some information Australia license.
Okay, in case we asked you about it. So you're not looking for any work while you're here? Not doing any interviews or anything like that?
The men insist they are not here for work as officers do a swab test of the second passenger's belongings.
Do you use any drugs? Have you ever?
This eccentric internet DJ from Los Angeles is hoping once immigration officers speak to his onshore contact, he will be allowed to enter the country.
So, has he said that to you, that he wants to stay in Australia?
But his friend Shane is providing some surprising information.
Okay, so what you're saying basically if he puts the past behind him with regards to his alcohol and drug problems, your brother's willing to give him a job whilst he's in Australia?
The passenger has told immigration he is not in Australia to work, as this would be in breach of his tourist visa. But it's his unpredictable behaviour that is causing immediate concern for Supervisor Craig.
G'day, mate. How you going? We've got two options. I'll tell you the issue for us. We just want to make sure that you're healthy. You've had something to eat. You've had something to drink, sleep, but we can't have you sleeping on the floor. That's why I want to offer you a mattress.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I understand that. Any idea when she's going to come back and continue with the interview?
Yeah, we're going to come back in soon and speak to you. But we found... Yeah, we can get you something to eat. You had a pizza before, you had a coffee. What do you want to eat now?
I would buy some of that pizza and Chinese.
Okay.
Chinese.
Okay, we'll get you a Chinese meal. First thing. Yep. Here you go.
Officer Craig attempts to keep the passenger happy, but he is concerned for his health.
His behaviour's a bit strange, so we've called the doctor, and the doctor will come down and speak to him and make an assessment to see whether he's sound of mind, if there are any issues, find out if he's taking any medications, and if he is taking medications, give us authorisation so he can go ahead and self-medicate if he wants.
You right, Dad?
A consignment of doors from Hong Kong has been x-rayed. The first two look legitimate, but the third door clearly shows there may be something concealed inside.
That's definitely not what you'd see normally in a door. From here you can see you've got some sort of parcel in there, but the lines you can see here indicates there could be some sort of powder in there.
Officers will need to physically examine the door to determine if the anomaly seen on the X-ray is prohibited items hidden inside.
There's a couple of holes in the bottom of the door, which is fairly unusual. I'm going to go inside now and get the snake eye camera, and we might be able to get it in and have a bit of a look at the door.
So we've got some sort of, trying to get a bit of view, a bit of a plastic bag maybe. Or... Yes.
Pink colour, is it?
Yes, I don't know whether the product inside's pink or it's another pink plastic bag inside the clear plastic. That's not something I've got in my doors, I know that.
Do you use any drugs? Have you ever?
A swab of this man's belongings has given a positive reading for traces of narcotics. Customs and Border Protection officers need to ensure he is not attempting to carry a prohibited substance into the country.
I swiped this and it came back and said yes for cocaine. Do you use cocaine?
No.
No? Have you ever used cocaine? No.
Because in Philippines we don't have that.
You don't have it in the Philippines. You didn't use it in Papua New Guinea?
No.
While the passenger denies using drugs, a swab of his bag registers another positive result for traces of illicit substances.
Got THC.
THC is the psychoactive ingredient in marijuana.
Makes me a little bit concerned about what could possibly be in the baggage. So we're going to conduct some X-ray exams of the bag just to see whether there's anything there of interest to us.
Looking for any inconsistencies in the bag. Looks consistent with what a backpack would look like on an X-ray machine. Happy to say there's nothing in there.
The bag is clear. As a final precaution, officers conduct a frisk search which also fails to find any prohibited substances.
Thank you. We can pack your baggage.
But after a call to immigration, Officer Brooke has finally discovered what the men are doing in Australia.
He's here to apply for his new work permit visa for, she thinks, for Papua New Guinea.
New Guinea. Makes sense. They're going
Yeah,
to come in
it
and
makes
out
a lot more sense.
every 3 months.
Yeah, and so she thinks this guy's just coming along with him.
In order to renew his Papua New Guinean work visa, the younger passenger was required to leave that country. He and his work colleague chose to come to Australia and have a short holiday at the same time.
So, I don't know, maybe he just thought that he wasn't meant to be doing it or something, so I just talked to him about that and then...
Yeah.
So we're happy now that you don't have anything with you, okay? I'll just quickly chat to you. I had a talk to immigration. You're applying for a new visa for PNG. That's what you're doing here? Yeah? That's fine. It's very important that when we ask you these questions about what you're doing in Australia, you tell us all of the information, because now I understand what it is that you're here to do for a couple of days. You're all finished, okay? So you just head straight out that way.
It's a clear plastic bag with probably, could be a pink substance or another pink plastic bag underneath.
Having identified a number of suspicious packages inside this door, Customs and Border Protection officers have decided to open it up.
She hit something pink there. We've got some pink granules in amongst the sawdust there, so I've obviously hit one of the bags.
Getting into the door proves to be no easy task. But eventually, officers find what they've been looking for.
It's a bit different. The colour's a bit of a put-off, but could be anything from pseudoephedrine to steroids. Yeah, it's not your usual white powder.
A sample is taken and tested using the hazmat machine.
He's admitted to being a drug user, and his behaviour's been a bit erratic. I mean, we just found him asleep on the floor when we went back in.
Immigration officers have suspended interviewing this passenger, Eric, as they are concerned about his health.
Before we can go through our processes, we need to make sure that he's sound of mind, that he's not withdrawing from a drug.
While the doctor will make sure Eric is fit to continue, his friend Shane has provided some information indicating he may intend to breach the conditions of his no-work tourist visa.
He's unemployed, can't find work in the US. So Shane's brother, who owns a security business in Brisbane, is going to bring him to Sydney and possibly give him a job offer in the real estate business.
If we think that we have enough, we think he's not a genuine tourist.
I don't think he has incentive to return. He's got very limited incentive to return.
Yeah, okay. My recommendation then would be to proceed with the notice of intent to cancel, and we'll decide what we're going to do.
It's not looking good for Eric, but it seems he has been given the all clear to continue.
All ready to go? Yep, just this way. The passenger's been checked by a doctor, and the doctor has told us that he's good to be interviewed, he's alert, he understands what's going on.
Sorry, I'm really tired now.
That's quite understandable. I'm just going to be serving you a notice of intention to consider cancellation of your visa.
Customs and Border Protection officers have uncovered bags of unusual pink granules concealed in this door sent from Hong Kong.
Could be anything from pseudoephedrine to steroids.
A sample is taken and tested on the hazmat to determine what the substance may be.
Pseudoephedrine, eh? Pseudoephedrine is utilised in the manufacture of ecstasy, and it's also used in the legitimate manufacture of cold and flu tablets for the community. It's been concealed inside the door, obviously, because it's going to be used for illegal purposes.
Officers now need to determine how much pseudoephedrine is concealed inside the door.
Guess what?
A large amount of pseudoephedrine is uncovered, which will now be handed over to the Australian Federal Police for further investigation.
Okay, mate. Are you able to get up and take a seat?
After notifying this passenger, Eric, of an intention to cancel his visa, immigration was forced to stop for a second time to allow him to sleep.
He's okay. He's up.
Now immigration have made a decision about his future, and they are determined to deliver it.
Okay, Eric. Contact was made with your Australian friend Shane. Without the support of your friend, you do not have sufficient funds to support your stay of 3 months. Shane also stated that you intend to stay in Australia permanently, as there is nothing left for you in the United States.
Oh, I have
a
house over there. Come on now, I am going home.
Okay. You declared that you have no criminal convictions. However, open source information indicates that you have a criminal conviction in the United States. I have therefore decided to cancel the visa holder's visa. As you are no longer the holder of a visa, you have been refused immigration clearance and will be removed from Australia as an unlawful non-citizen. You will be removed from Australia tomorrow on the first flight.
So I won't see my friend. All right. Well, screw you guys. I'm out of here. I came over here just as is. Hey, mate, I'm sorry, Shane. You messed up. I'm not signing off, folks. Yeah, I'll be back.
Interviews terminated at 4:12 p.m.
Well, yeah, you're just doing your job. I'm not mad at you at all, you know.
Thank you.
A flight has just landed at Sydney Airport, and immigration has received a tip-off about a passenger who's travelling on a Malaysian passport.
It's just
make sure nobody wanders up that way. Yeah? Look for a Malaysian passport. Just pull them aside, could you?
According to Intel, the passenger may be intending to work illegally or claim asylum once he's gained entry into Australia.
Hello, sir. Can I just see your passport? I'm from immigration. Yeah, okay, sir. Sorry, can I just ask you a couple of questions? Your reason for coming to Australia?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah? You speak English?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, why have you come to Australia?
I'm a tourist, sir.
A tourist? Yeah? Okay. Would you mind if I escort you down to the primary line here? We need to have a chat with you. Thanks. That's him, yeah.
We're actually going to have a talk to this gentleman who is from with a Malaysian passport. So basically, we need to find out what he's coming here for, and we'll definitely be checking on his passport and, his purpose of this. Mr. Sinasami, I am now going to ask you a series of questions regarding your travel to and proposed stay in Australia. Now, how long do you intend to stay in Australia?
2 weeks only.
So, what exactly do you intend to do in the 14 days that you intend to stay here?
I just want to see around, go there, go here.
Okay.
Faster.
How are you going around Australia?
Just taxi, go, just tell go which place, very good place, just I can now.
But how are you going to go get a taxi if you don't know where you're going? You have no idea.
No idea now.
What place are you going to
first
visit?
go like the hotel, then only think which place very good, can I go.
So why Australia? Why did you decide to come to Australia?
But I like Australia.
How do you like Australia if you don't know anything about Australia?
I see picture a lot.
So do you remember a place where you wanted to go, you wanted to see?
I remember, I just went around only.
Okay, I'm not very clear about your intention because you have no idea where you're going.
Yeah.
You have no idea what you're coming here for, like what you're going to see in Sydney.
Yeah, I don't know, but I just come here already.
The passenger needs to start coming up with some better answers to satisfy Officer Alicia that he really is a tourist.
Are these all your bags?
Yes.
Okay. Did you pack the bags yourself?
Yes.
So you know what is inside?
Yeah, I know everything inside.
Lovely. And everything inside in the bags, they belong to you both?
Yes.
Beautiful. So there's nothing to declare to us today? No food, cheese, meat?
No meat, no cheese, no food, no fruit,
food
nothing.
at all?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
In Sydney quarantine, this couple returning home from Lebanon say they have nothing to declare. But the X-ray image tells a different story.
And I've noticed in the first bag that there's material here. It may well be organic. I can't identify off the screen what it actually is.
As the search begins, Officer Jen discovers a few bags of chocolate that the man's wife has packed.
Why you bring them back? I have a business. Why you bring them back? Bloody chocolate chip.
That's the chocolates? Is there any reason why you didn't put that on your card as food?
What food?
Well, do you eat chocolates?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we stay a long time in the airport, Beirut, I would think I will eat them, but not eat them.
Well, just to advise you that if you eat that chocolate, it is considered food. Okay, look, we're going to...
Put them in rubbish.
No, we don't need to do that. What we'll do, just leave it here because I'd like to have a chat.
Because I have a business done. I have a shop. Why didn't this one?
You can actually bring them, that's not the problem. The problem is you must tell us that you have them.
I understand.
But you see, you told me up front that you didn't have any food. I mean, I did ask you that.
I have many chocolate. No need to chocolate.
Okay. Look, that's okay. Just, sir, just one moment, please. Yep, just one moment.
Melbourne Customs and Border Protection officers are questioning a passenger returning home from a 5-week stay in Vietnam.
How many times do you go to Vietnam in 1 year?
I come back to Vietnam one time.
One time?
Yes.
Okay.
The man is carrying some unusual items and officers want to make sure he is not attempting to conceal anything prohibited.
Bring a lot of stuff home.
Yeah.
What's this one? What's this one? We will. Statue?
The golden statues have made Officer John suspicious.
Any more of this one? Just two?
Yeah, two.
Just two.
Only recently, Melbourne Customs and Border Protection officers apprehended a passenger carrying a large quantity of methamphetamine from Vietnam, concealed in statues.
Now, I have a question for you. Do you know anything about drugs here in Australia? Heroin, cocaine?
No.
Ice?
Yo, no smoking, no, I don't like.
Nothing?
Tests will be carried out on the statues, but it seems these posters belonging to the man may also be suspect.
There seems to be quite a thick laminate. They're supposed to be for a shop window, but obviously they're not in great condition, and also they're just a bit too thick.
A swab is taken of the posters to see if any traces of narcotics are detected. Each day, tens of thousands of packages are screened and checked to make sure no unwanted plants, pests or diseases enter the country.
So far I've identified a few eggs, look like small eggs.
Often, officers discover all sorts of unusual objects.
Maybe a llama or something of that nature.
And some of these can be extremely challenging to identify and assess the risk to Australia's biosecurity. Today, an X-ray of a package from Germany has Officer Jeanette stumped. She's struggling to determine exactly what kind of animal it may contain.
So you can see the shape of the animal there. That seems to be the hind legs, front legs there. When I go back to the original image, you can see that that appears to be the face. It's the skull and then horns. Declaration says stuffed animal, that's all. It doesn't specify what sort of animal. I can't tell from this image as to how much of it is actually animal origin, but I wouldn't have any clue as to what it is, yeah.
Only IC and passport.
So what do you intend doing in Australia?
I just wandered on just for a week.
Have you spoken to someone in Sydney before you came here in Australia? Did you call anyone? Did you talk to anyone?
I talked in the Buddhist temple. I saw this man talking. I said, where are you going? I said, I'm going to go to Sydney, Australia. If you go there, I give an address, give his book, and then I see the book, a story book. Okay, if I really, I'm going to give.
It seems suspicious why someone would transport a book for a complete stranger.
You got the address here.
Okay, Eddie. Is Eddie the person here in Australia?
Yeah, Eddie, I think.
Is the person in Australia?
Yeah.
Do you know Eddie?
I don't know him.
And did he tell you anything else?
Nothing.
Just to give this book to Eddie. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to suspend this interview. Let me know if you need anything. I actually want to look at the book that he's talking about. It looks like it was just a children's book, so I don't know what is this about. It feels like there's something inside. I might get customs to actually x-ray this, because why would you decide to come to Sydney with only this book?
Sir, just one moment, please. Yep, just one moment.
This man owns a shop that sells confectionery, and he is not at all happy to be facing a fine for a small amount of chocolate that was not declared.
Do you travel often?
Not much.
Not much?
Only 10 years.
First time in 10 years. Okay. What you have here is fine. There's no problem with it. But the problem is there are hidden risks, and unless you declare... Okay. What we're going to do today, because you have failed to declare, we're just going to issue you with a written warning.
that advises you that you have failed to declare to quarantine.
Thank you very much.
Okay? But just be aware that you do have to make sure you read that carefully because it's a legal document that you sign.
Next time I don't do nothing.
Okay.
I never see this one. I'm sorry. If you see this one, I don't bring it.
That's okay. You can bring many things so long as you tell us you've got them. You have a nice day. Thank you, sir.
People go to great lengths to smuggle narcotics into Australia. Customs and Border Protection see sophisticated concealments of all kinds. And for this reason, unusual items brought in from another country must be thoroughly investigated. This passenger returning from Vietnam is carrying posters which have just tested positive to methamphetamine. And now the detector dogs are called in to go over some of the man's unusual belongings.
Just stand nice and still for us, all right?
If the dog sits next to any of the items, it suggests narcotics may be present. There's no reaction as it passes over the posters. But the detector dog has a strong positive reaction to the golden statue.
Your friend or family give them to you to bring to Australia?
My friend?
Your friend give to you?
Yeah.
The man says he is delivering the statues to a friend in Australia, as a second detector dog has a positive reaction.
Okay, what we do now is we want to have an interview in a room and we'll ask you further questions in regard to your travel.
The investigation is stepped up. The passenger will be taken for further questioning, while tests will be carried out on the statues to determine if there are narcotics present.
Laura, can you come and look at this for me? Do you think that's real?
At Sydney's mail centre, quarantine officer Jeanette may have stumbled upon a previously unknown species of animal.
I can't really tell what sort of animal this is. It's got horns or antlers and a skull. I can see that it's a skull because of the colour.
Maybe some kind of antelope-looking creature.
Don't know.
And there's a wiring going through it. You've got the nail holes sticking up, so it could be a stuffed animal on a wood base.
Wood base, yeah.
Yeah.
The package is taken to Australia Post to be opened, so the investigation can continue.
So we're ready to do the inspection now. We'll see what we find.
Should we'll turn the angle.
Oh, yeah.
Not an animal I've seen before.
Okay, what we do now is we want to have an interview in a room and we'll ask you further questions in regard to your travel. Okay, and I'll get you a Vietnamese interpreter. Make it a bit easier for you, okay?
Detector dogs have had a positive reaction to these two golden statues this man has brought from Vietnam. While he is questioned further in a private interview room, the statues will be x-rayed.
Just having a good look at the statues to make sure there's nothing inside, no concealments. It's fine.
The x-ray is clear. Next, a swab test is carried out to detect any traces of narcotics. Meanwhile, in the interview room, the passenger says he is simply delivering the statues for a friend.
His friend's brother in Vietnam gave it to him in a restaurant, and he doesn't know where they got it from, but he's supposed to give it to his friend here. He's just saying it's not drugs, there's no drugs in there.
And as the swab tests prove negative, the statues will be drilled and will undergo a final street lab test.
Even though we've done some tests already and this is negative, we're still concerned about it. All right.
But again, the result is the same.
So that test is negative.
Following a thorough investigation, Customs and Border Protection officers are satisfied there is no threat to the border and the passenger is free to go.
At the end of the day, we've done our job and he understands, and we're fairly confident that there was no drugs in the statues, so we've let him go. I guess it was a long process, but we have to do these things.
Immigration has asked Customs and Border Protection to take a close look at a suspicious book that a passenger has brought to Australia.
It's just that he was talking about just delivering this book to this person here in Sydney.
Okay.
And
She said the book's his, or?
No, he met someone in a temple in Bangkok. And this person said to him that if you're going to Sydney, can you deliver it to my friend's son? And I'm just worried about, okay, what's in it?
Now the book will be x-rayed for any illegal concealments.
Okay, you can see a very inconsistent picture on the cover. A lot of different densities, so that indicates that something's definitely in there.
Officers swabbed the book to test for any traces of narcotics. And that's a positive result.
Heroin. Big time.
I might get you to hold the horns.
Quarantine officers are trying to identify a weird creature sent from Germany.
So it looks like some kind of weird rabbit with horns and wings. Not an animal I've seen before.
Officer Jeanette believes she may know what it is.
In Europe, because it's from Germany, so in America and Europe, they've got like statues of giant jackalopes, which look like this. So it's like a rabbit with wings and horns. It's like jackrabbit and antelope crossed together, jackalope.
It may be a mythical creature, but the risk it poses to Australia's agricultural environment is all too real.
We've got the rabbit body here, feathers they've added on from something else. Feathers carry a lot of disease, animal hides carry their own diseases. Deer antlers they've used here. Still got his teeth, hasn't he? He does, he's still got his teeth. We've got many risks associated with this bark. It could be insects hidden in it or... borers, anything. Yeah. Even the moss is like a live plant material, so... Yeah. With all the risks that there are with it, they can all be treated, which is good. So if the client wishes to have it treated, then they will receive their item, but it definitely can't be released without treatment.
This passenger was suspected of trying to remain illegally in Australia. But Immigration Officer Alicia has stumbled upon a book in his baggage that could be loaded with narcotics.
If there's something in this book that he needs to deliver, then he's not here for tourism, but delivering goods to someone.
Well, that's obviously concealment. That looks like packaging tape underneath. We'll pull the back off and then we'll go and test whatever's inside.
Supervisor Mary steps in to assist with the investigation.
Just trying to open the plastic up without disturbing the concealment too much. There's some sort of powder in there. Just going to remove some of the powder and place it inside our drug test kit. It's a NIC test, testing for heroin. That's going green. The green reaction means that it's testing positive for heroin.
And that means it's no longer an immigration investigation.
So are you willing to hand him over to us and we can continue?
It looks like that's what's going to happen. So I'll leave that to you guys?
Yep, we'll
I'll
come
go
up
back.
and get him and escort him down.
Yep.
This is Australian Customs, okay? We're going to be taking you down to our interview rooms, okay? Where's all your luggage? Do you have any bags? Okay, so you're going to take all your luggage with you? So we have the passenger in the room, and I've informed him that we've located heroin that's in the front and back cover of the book that he's carrying. It looks like there's about maybe 400 grams of heroin, which is a significant amount to find this morning.
The passenger is handed over to the Australian Federal Police, who question him further and then take him into custody.